What's it been like working with him? I mean, I've got to admit, Steve, for his fault, he is a man who in the 80s he defined an entire genre of music. He practically invented the new romantic movement. What's it like getting to work with a man who's done something like that?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I've said this before, but listening to Visage and Billy Currie, Steve Strange, early Ultravox stuff was what got me into it. So to be like, last year we played Fade to Grey with Steve on stage, and that was just such an unbelievable feeling. When it got to the part where the vocal comes in on the song, and to actually hear Steve doing that, I can't explain it. The smile on my face, it was still there like 3 weeks later. It's an unbelievable feeling.
If you had to pick a third band for Electro80s to open for, I won't say to warm up for because that's not fair, but to open for, from your personal preference. Now, I know that there might be a member of the band who'd insist, Gary Newman be the one, but who would you pick to open for?
Well, I know Blue would love to support Gary Newman and work with Gary Newman. For me, I think it'd have to be Ultravox. Without Billy Currie, I don't think I'd be playing keyboards. So to work with Billy, I've met him twice now, through the band, and that's been an honour. But to actually work,
you never know, because they have got back together, didn't they? Support? Was it Simple Minds they opened for not long ago? Up in
recently, yeah, they played with Simple Minds. I think they did the. On the end, didn't they?
I know they did sort of pop up last. I don't think it was a hugely planned thing. It was a last minute kind of in the weeks before the gig went on, because the gigs were advertised for ages, and all of a sudden it was supported by Ultravox, and it was quite a surprise. But so there you go. You see, you never know. You're making headway. You've supported Visage. You've supported Blancmange. Who knows? Next 2014 could be the year that you support Visage.
I look forward to the call, Billy.
Well, you never know. Steve knows Mid-Yaw, doesn't he? They did do a few bits and bobs together in the 80s.
So,
he could put a good word in for you. You never know, you what?
That would be great.
To be fair, I've been waiting for about 4 years for him to put a word in with Simon Le Bon for me. That's not happened. But we won't go down that route. Probably best not.
Yeah.
So,
Steve's a great guy. He is a great guy. I mean, I've constantly since working with him, we have become friends, and constantly on the phone, doing texting and in communication all the time. He's a really down to earth, friendly guy.
He is. I can't argue with that. To be honest with you, we're hoping. Well, I'm hoping to catch up with him while he's up in the northwest next weekend. So you never know. I've not really seen him since I saw him in Crewe with you guys. Although we've spoken at length on the phone. But so, what else is in store for Electro80s? You've got a lot of gigs on. You're busy throughout 2014.
Yeah, we've got a lot of live gigs coming up. You'll be seeing us popping up all over the place, with Glasgow, down south, everywhere this year. Another busy year. We're hoping to release some more albums this year, another covers album, and we're trying to get an album of original material together.
Right.
Say original, but it's going to be heavily influenced by things that was out in the 80s, so we're not going to detract too much from what we do, So we've got quite a lot in the pipeline, yeah.
Well, keep in touch. You never know if you've got new material coming out. I would love to play it and let everybody hear it.
Yeah, we certainly will. But we've got to get these gigs out of the way at the minute. Looking forward to them most.
Yeah.
But working on the album after that.
Well, as always, it's been a pleasure. Steve's coming up very, very shortly. So to talk about the gig, get some bums on seats, and you know what? I'm going to find an Ultravox song. Let's have a look what we've got on the computer that's Ultravox. Bearing in mind, it's going to be one of the charty ones, so no good picking a really obscure one. What's on here now? Love's Great Adventure. That was actually Mid-Yaw song, wasn't it? Dancing with Tears in My Eyes. Brilliant voice. Vienna, not playing Vienna. That's too corny. If you had to pick an Ultravox track, one of the popular ones that people are actually going to know rather than an obscure album track, what would you go for?
I think personally, I would like to hear Dance with Tears in My Eyes. I think it's a good tune.
Oh, well, there you go. We can do that one. That's dead easy. That one is dead easy. And you know what, my friend? I'm going to let you introduce it because, you know,
Right.
I think that you can do that. Go for it.
I'll try my best. It's a bit hard in the dressing room in the middle of the crew, but yeah, this is one of my all-time favourite bands, Ultravox, with Dancing with Tears in My Eyes.
There you go. That was. You should consider a career in radio. I'll tell you.